This week on Days of Our Lives, the community of Salem is captivated by a disturbing new narrative: Tate Black's mysterious illness. Although Salem is no stranger to drama, this week's storyline is different. Tate, who is the son of Brady Black and Theresa Donovan, has been a pivotal character in recent stories, negotiating the complexities of teenage romance, family instability, and the ever-present shadow of Salem's more sinister mysteries. However, a sudden and terrifying health crisis has the potential to completely transform his life, as well as the lives of those who are close to him. What exactly is the disease that Tate is suffering from, and how severe is it for him? Put on your seatbelts, Days fans, for the answers are just as unexpected as you would anticipate them to be. The events that take place in the plot begin when Tate passes out on a day at Salem High School that appears to be mundane. One moment, he is shouting with his fiancée, Holly Jonas, about their most recent misunderstanding, and the next, he is clenching his chest, having trouble breathing, and falling to the ground. Holly is screaming for assistance. Her classmates are in a state of terror, and a frantic call to 911 causes paramedics to rush to the school. The situation is utter chaos. Holly is screaming for aid. According to Brady and Theresa, when they arrive at Salem University Hospital, Tate is aware but weak. His face is pallid, and the spark that he normally had has diminished. In a time of crisis, Dr. Kayla Brady, who is known for her ability to remain calm and collected, orders a battery of tests. However, the early results are puzzling. Kayla tells Brady, who is concerned, that they are experiencing symptoms that do not make sense. There is nothing usual about this condition. What exactly is the matter with Tate? The details of the show are being kept under wraps, although there are hints that there is a medical mystery that has its origins in the complicated history of Salem. Tate's symptoms, which include shortness of breath, dizziness, and weariness for which there is no apparent cause, lead to a variety of possibilities, ranging from an extremely uncommon infection to something much more serious. The authors of the program appear to be pushing into the suspense, and the fans of X are buzzing with thoughts about what might happen next. The enigmatic conversation that took place between Kayla and Sarah Horton, in which they speculated about a toxin exposure that was connected to a recent occurrence that took place at the DiMera home, offered one piece of information. Does it seem possible that one of Stefano DiMera's long-lost secrets could be connected to Tate's illness? As a result of the fact that the DiMeras have a history of engaging in risky activities, it is not a stretch to assume that Tate could be caught in the crossfire. E.J. DiMera has returned to his manipulative methods on multiple occasions. Tate's recent vacation to a remote lodge with Holly is the subject of another theory that is increasingly gathering traction. According to the spoilers, the couple discovered an abandoned laboratory in the woods, which is a reference to Salem's propensity for conducting research in secret. Is it possible that Tate came into contact with a chemical agent without his knowledge? Do you believe that this illness is of a supernatural nature, and that it is connected to the odd occurrences that have afflicted Salem ever since Marlena Evans was in possession? Given Tate's family history, the show has not ruled out the possibility of a genetic disease either, as his grandparents, John Black and Isabella Toscano. There is no shortage of dramatic DNA to mine. His grandparents are both actors. There is a possibility that Tate inherited a rare condition that is only now becoming apparent. The most important question is determined by the severity of Tate's condition. In the early episodes of this week, he appears to be stabilizing, but Kayla warns that his symptoms may become more severe if he does not receive a definitive diagnosis. Brady and Theresa, who are already under a great deal of stress due to the challenging nature of their co-parenting relationship, are brought to the verge of breaking down. Theresa, ever the protective mother bear, lashes out at Brady, accusing him of putting Tate in danger by leading a hazardous lifestyle due to his recklessness. During an intense fight that takes place in the hospital, she yells out, "You are always dragging him into your messes." In a state of desperation and racked with remorse, Brady seeks support from his father, John Black, for assistance. Despite the fact that John is still hurting from his own recent losses, he embarks on a detective mission with the intention of discovering the truth behind Tate's illness. This establishes a famous subplot for Days, in which John investigates the seedy side of Salem, and maybe comes into contact with a villain who has emerged from the shadows. In the meantime, Holly is beset with feelings of guilt. There is a possibility that she sees herself as the cause of Tate's collapse, as she believes that their disagreement was the catalyst for his episode. Nicole Walker, Holly's mother, makes an effort to comfort her, But Holly's fixation on rescuing Tate compels her to take a risky action, which may involve slipping into the DiMera estate in order to look for clues. Because of this, she is heading in the direction of AJ, who is keeping a significant secret from her. Does Holly's investigation have the potential to unearth the solution to Tate's disease, or will it put her in jeopardy? Holly is seen by Tate's bedside, promising to fix this, as he drifts in and out of consciousness. Days is playing up the tension by showing these sequences, which are heartbreaking. The stakes are high, and Days is playing up the tension. Throughout Salem, the ramifications of Tate's illness are being felt in a rippling effect. When Tate's aunt, Belle Black, comes back to town, she puts her legal expertise to use by conducting an investigation into any corporate wrongdoing that is connected to the sickness. In the midst of the crisis, her reunion with Sean Brady is filled with tension, since past wounds have been brought to the surface. In the meantime, Chad DiMera, who is torn between his allegiance to his family and his concern for Tate, starts thinking about the recent business activities that EJ has been involved in. Is there a relationship between the most recent acquisition made by DiMera Enterprises, which is a questionable pharmaceutical company that has connections to a strange drug trial? A whistleblower, who is played by an unexpected guest star, comes forward with documents that have the potential to blow the case wide open, which causes the storyline to become more complicated. Fans are also excited about the possibility of a supernatural twist inside the story. Days has never been one to shy away from the supernatural, and as Halloween draws near in Salem, rumors of a curse or a poisoned artifact that is connected to Tate's condition are gaining traction. A fragment of the script that was leaked shows Marlena hypnotizing Tate in order to find memories that he has repressed, and it alludes to a tragic occurrence that he is unable to recollect. What is the possible connection between this and the cabin event, or something more sinister from Salem's history? The authors of the program are the experts when it comes to combining gothic intrigue and medical drama, and this particular plotline feels like a perfect storm of both approaches. Expect both highs and lows in your emotional state as the week progresses. The strained relationship between Brady and Theresa will be put to the test as they come together to support their son, while Holly's rash actions may result in a cliffhanger that hinges on whether or not she lives or dies. It is anticipated that John's inquiry will discover secrets that have the potential to break the DiMera family apart, and the reappearance of Belle is anticipated to be a sentimental homage to Days fans who have missed the dynamic of the Black family. However, spoilers hint that before the end of the week, Tate will receive a stunning diagnosis that might completely transform Salem. The big question, which is whether or not Tate's disease is terminal, has not yet been answered. Is Tate's illness a random tragedy, a conspiracy devised by DiMera, or something that exists in another dimension? Are the heroes of Salem going to be able to learn the truth in time to save him? There is no doubt about it. Days of Our Lives is offering a roller coaster ride filled with suspense, emotion, and traditional soap opera drama. Tune in this week to find out how Tate's mysterious condition develops, and get ready for the unexpected turns that are right around the corner.